Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, and brought to you by Coca-Cola. When you're stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke with a friend. Together, taste better. Carolina Ford. Ford, built for victory. Built for the Carolinas. Contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. And by Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, 919 all fours.
Hello again and welcome to another edition of the Carolina Insider, and man, do we have a great show for you today. Of course, we're going to look back at that shootout in Kenan Stadium, 56-45. The Tar Heels top Virginia Tech, the most points ever Carolina has scored against Virginia Tech, more than 600 yards of offense, nearly 400 yards rushing. What a day for the Tar Heels in Kenan Stadium. So we're going to look back at the win. We have a conversation with Jackie Manuel. You know Jackie, of course, member of the 2005 National Championship team for Carolina basketball. Jackie now back in Chapel Hill as a member of the women's basketball staff. We'll talk to Jackie about that. We have our social drive and more. But let's start things off with first half highlights from Saturday in Carolina's win over Virginia Tech.
Howell a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time keeps it on the ground. Javonte Williams, good yardage up the gut and tripped down over the 35. Boy, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon there and picks up 15 yards just going straight ahead through a big hole in that offensive line. First and 10 from the 20. Hand off to Carter. Carter at the 15. Carter at the 10, spun down at about the 5. It'll be a gain of 16 on the ground to the Hokie 4. He will turn and hand it to Javonte Williams, who is in for the touchdown. 11 plays, the Heels march down the field for 75 yards and a score. Second and 10, play action, another quick throw. This one's complete. It is Newsome, middle of the field at the 40. Newsome bouncing off tacklers into Virginia Tech territory on the near side at the 45. Howe, long time to throw, going for the deep ball. Dyami Brown, end zone. He has it. Did he get his feet down? He sure did on the back line. Touchdown, Carolina. The Tar Heels have been thirsting for that big play. We'll pour it right down the gullet. Burmeister in the shotgun. Tar Heels rush 4. Burmeister has time. Now he's going to scramble out. Gimmelboyd like a rocket comes and chops him down as Burmeister scrambled far sideline, well short of the first down. That closing speed, woo, it'll make your heart beat fast. You know, Lee, in looking back, I think Carolina did this on their last drive as well.
Okay.
So I think this is back-to-back drives with that offensive line setup. Howe finds a streaking Javonte Williams on the near numbers as Carolina goes right to left. Williams wrangled down from behind in Virginia Tech territory at the 43. As Howe sets up in the shotgun, he will play action. Rush coming. Howe gets out of there and he's running. Oh my goodness, sliding down. He has taken a huge shot by Chamari Connor as Howe slid to the ground and 4 or 5 flags come in. Connor just an unnecessary shot up to the head area of Howe as he slid on the Virginia Tech 19-yard line after the run and the personal. They'll hand off to Javonte Williams, steps through a tackle. Javonte 15, 10, 5, give him 6 more. Touchdown, Carolina.
And two more broken tackles there, Jones. Javonte Williams, number 2 in the country last year in percentage of times he broke yards after contact for 5 yards or more.
But the Heels keep it on the ground. Michael Carter. Carter left side, steps through a tackle at the 40, pounds through a couple of Hokies over the 35 to the 33. They keep it on the ground with Carter. Slithers through left side. Carter 25, 20 to the far sideline, 15, 10, taken down at the 5. Rashard Ashby saves the touchdown for Virginia Tech. Quick screen pass coming near side Newsome. It's a foot race to the pylon. Newsome somersaults in for the touchdown. Newsome with his first score of the year to give Carolina the 2-touchdown lead.
What an answer by the Tar Heels, Jones. Just as momentum seemed to be slipping a little bit away. A couple quick scores by Virginia Tech. The offense comes down and answers with exactly what it needed to here in the latter part of the second quarter.
Burmeister waiting in the shotgun. Play clock at 10, and he is going to get the snap and go for it over the middle. Incomplete. Chapman and Morrison defending on the play. Tried to get it to Trey Turner in the slot left side. Ball on the 43. How the play action. Has time to go deep. He's going to try and do it. Down the far sideline. Brown in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. De'Ami Brown beat his defender, Jermaine Waller, and puts for the second time today 6 on the board. And Carolina with a pretty impressive first 30 minutes. 186 yards rushing, 186 yards passing, and 35 points on the board. Heels up 21.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Tar Heels took a 35-14 lead into the halftime locker room and looked like they were going to stretch this one out to a blowout midway third quarter. But then Virginia Tech pushed back and made it a little tighter. Carolina answered, though, and was able to secure the victory. Let's see highlights from the second half and then post-game reaction as well from Coach Brown and some Tar Heel players.
Quick little pitch near side to Javonte Williams. A lot of yards near side. Over the 30. Cuts back from tiptoeing on the sideline. Carrying about 8 Hokies with him down to the 16-yard line. Javonte Williams, he showed speed, then he showed patience, then he showed power all in one run. Powell hands it to Carter, stretching right side. Now he cuts up the field. He's at the 10, weaving through Hokies. Are you kidding me? Give him 6. Holy smokes. The Heels just run right through Virginia Tech for the touchdown. 75 yards in 6 plays, all on the ground. Again, a back on either side of Howell. He'll hand it off to Carter, trying to stretch it to the far side. Gets away from the Hokies. Shakes a tackle from Ashby down the far sideline and pushed out of bounds over the 35. Boy, good, just pure speed from Carter. Javonte Williams, the back in the game, gets the quick pitch near side. Has some blockers in front. He's at the 30, 25-20. Williams crosses the 15. Good blocks in front by Walston. Also Corrales to help Williams free. Howell in the traditional shotgun. He is going to fake it to Williams. Throw it far side to Newsome. Makes 1 man miss, makes 2 men miss. And Newsome to the pylon for the touchdown. Individual effort and a great one by Daz Newsome for 6. Woo, did they and me and you need that. Hooker will throw again. Heels bring 4. Surratt gets through, bothers the pocket, and eventually Hooker is dropped. Tamon Fox and his little bro Tamari get off the bottom of the pile. 8:59 to go. Carolina up 49-37. They'll keep it on the ground with Carter. Carter sprinting to the near side, gets a great block in front of him. Carter off to the races. 25, 20, 10-5. Give him 6, baby. Michael Carter having a career day, and he hits pay dirt for the score. Virginia Tech will just take a knee to end the ball game, and Carolina in a top 20 matchup of unbeatens. Carolina wins by a couple of scores over the visiting Virginia Tech Hokies today. 56-45 the final score.
I do think that you've got to quit feeling pressure to be something because you are what you see on film. You are what you do in the game. And we can be perceived as something, but until we're showing it, we're not. And today we were a really good offensive football team, and I thought at times a real poor defensive team in the second half.
You know, the offensive line did a really, really good job just from start to finish of just pushing the defensive line and getting to the second level and giving those guys space. And when you give those 2 guys space, they can go to the house on any play. So, and when they're doing that, then the defense has to bring their safeties down. They're gonna press up.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Time to wrap things up with a trip around social media. We'll find some fun and relevant things about Carolina athletics. Let's take a look. Aaron Fitt covers baseball nationally and does a terrific job doing that. And he's actually located here in the Triangle area and has been able to go around to some local teams and get a preview of those teams as they go through their fall ball. And recently, Adam, he was here in Chapel Hill to check out the Tar Heels. And of course, Carolina now under a new regime and first-year head coach Scott Forbes.
Really recommend checking out that thread from Aaron Fitt. There's even several more tweets in that thread where he talks about what he saw at a couple of scrimmages. The Tar Heels really excited about some of the new faces they've got. You know about the coaching change because of everything that was going on this spring and summer. You may not know as much about some of the new personnel, but as Aaron points out, he's got the pictures to prove it. Tar Heels got hopefully a little more depth and a little injection of some talent that will see the field in 2021.
All right, off we go. We're going to go across the pond, Adam. Let's start getting international here for our next few stops on the Social Drive, and we'll start with women's soccer. Neat moment this past week as there was a Tar Heel for Tar Heel substitution. Tobin Heath came in for Alessia Russo. Russo and Tobin Heath now both members of Manchester United. And in fact, Russo in her first match with Man U scored a goal. Let's take a look.
Perhaps meaning that she is likely to come on very soon. Alessia Russo does really well there to get the better of Danique Gagde. Can she go one-on-one with the goalkeeper? Can she get the first goal for Manchester United on her debut? Yes, she can. Sliding finish, which gives the goalkeeper no chance. Great for her.
Really nice play there, Adam, by Alessia Russo, and good to see her having success.
And everything's smarter when you announce it with a British accent. We've been trying to get Jones to do the games that way with a little bit of an English lilt. So far it hasn't happened, but don't rule it out. Tar Heels cleaning up overseas. Haley Carter, one of the best women's tennis players Carolina's ever had, advanced to the round of 16 in doubles at the French Open, nearly made it to the quarterfinals, and along with Luisa Stefani, they're ranked in the top 30 in the world in doubles. So French Open's still going on, and the Tar Heels making an imprint on that tournament.
Adam, I feel like this next topic on the Social Drive really is more up your alley. It is women's basketball, and it involves brand new shoes. I know how much you love them. Let's take a look as the women's basketball team picked up some new kicks.
The very good news is that to award, honor, and excite the start of the season, they have all given you a new pair of Jordans.
Look at those. Sheesh.
Adam, last thing, you have had the opportunity to meet a lot of the Tar Heel freshmen recently from Carolina basketball, getting a one-on-one sit-down with them to learn a little bit more. Those pieces have started to come out. The first one was with RJ Davis. That came out late last week. There's obviously some graphic work there, but there's a video that goes along with that. There was an article Adam wrote too, and so people should keep their eyes and ears open for that over the next few weeks.
You're going to get each Friday on the various Carolina basketball social media channels, Instagram, Twitter. You're going to get some features on a different freshman each week. You'll get a story on GoHeels.com, a feature about a particular freshman. As Jones said, last Friday it was RJ Davis. Tomorrow it's going to be Walker Kessler. So keep your eye on UNC basketball and Go Heels Twitter and Instagram, and on GoHeels.com to learn a little more about Walker. It was really fun getting to talk to him a little bit.
So the Tar Heels are 3-0 overall, 3-0 in conference play. Another big one next week. They'll be on the road to face Florida State in Tallahassee. We'll have highlights of that game and more next week on the next edition of the Carolina Insider.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, and brought to you by Coca-Cola. When you're stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke with a friend. Together, tastes better. Carolina Insider is produced by Go Heels Productions for Tar Heel Sports Properties, a property of Learfield IMG College.